Welcome to our channel, where rare historical photos come to life. Every image tells a story, and we're here to share the ones that matter most. A British soldier enjoying a drink with Maronite Cypriot villagers in Kormakitis, mid-1950s. A Congolese child amputated for not meeting rubber quota, Congo Leopoldville, 1904. A German student taking part in a racial education class, Nazi Germany, 1943. A Japanese military officer frisks 3 Chinese village men outside a tunnel or bomb shelter. 2 Japanese soldiers watch with fixed bayonets. Second Sino-Japanese War, 1937. A monk at the Temple of Azure Clouds, a Buddhist temple in the eastern part of the Western Hills, just outside the north gate of Fragrant Hills Park in Beijing, China, 1915. A Polish woman holding a photo of her killed husband at the opening of a Katyn massacre memorial in London, 1976. A statue of former Congo-Brazzaville President Pascal Lissouba lies outside the country's parliament in late 1997 after his overthrow. A young Al Capone seated middle, with his father Gabriel on the left and Uncle Vincenzo on the right in front of his father's pool hall. A young Che Guevara on the balcony of his family's home at Calle Arauz, Buenos Aires, 1948. A young Lebanese couple leave the Babda town hall in Beirut, July 1982, after their wedding, accompanied by relatives, including a member of the Lebanese forces armed with a Kalashnikov rifle during the Lebanese Civil War. An American sailor giving a drawing to a Soviet captain. The picture is supposed to depict the Lend-Lease between the two countries during World War II. Anna Nicole Smith, aged 26, with billionaire J. Howard Marshall, aged 89, just after their marriage. After he died a year later, his $1.6 billion estate went entirely to his son. Anna never received a penny. Bulgarian soldiers pose with dead Turkish civilians in Edirne, 1913. Chinese POWs with their Japanese captors standing behind them. Second Sino-Japanese War, China, May, 1939. Croatian guards ordering a Jewish man to remove his ring upon his arrival at Jasenovac concentration camp, Yugoslavia, 1941. David Ben-Gurion and Yitzhak Ben-Zvi, Israel's first 2 prime ministers, during their law education in Istanbul University, 1912. Donald Trump at his Trump Taj Mahal casino. Dora, the largest caliber rifled weapon, March 1943. England and Germany football teams during the playing of the German national anthem before a match. England went on to win 6-3 in May 1938. Eric Vallance of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand burning sterling banknotes, July 1968. New Zealand had recently switched to a decimal currency. Fidel Castro and Malcolm X in Harlem, New York, USA, September 1960. Fidel Castro with a Native American representative, Oklahoma, 1959. First cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin visits the city fire department, Malmö, the Kingdom of Sweden, March 1964. French troops watching the beheading of a boxer, 1900. The Boxer Rebellion was an uprising by a Chinese secret society known as Boxers in the West, due to their spiritual martial arts practice. Future terrorist and Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh selling bumper stickers outside the Branch Davidian compound during the 1993 federal siege in Waco. German soldiers posing with a teenager whom they mistook for a communist official of the Bavarian Soviet Republic. They killed him after the photo was taken, May 1919. Houdini entertaining hospitalized children in 1925. Jack Gilbert Graham blew up a plane with his mother on board in order to collect her life insurance policy. He also killed the other 43 people on the plane at the same time. He's photographed here in his cell in 1956. Jeffrey Epstein as a teacher at Dalton High School, New York City. Jerry Lee Lewis in 1957 married his 13-year-old cousin, Myra Brown, in his third marriage. Myra Brown had her first child at 14 who died 3 years later. She later went on to divorce him in 1970. Jinshan Temple, a Buddhist temple dating back to the Shaoqing period, on an island in the Wulongjiang River in Fuzhou, Fujian, China, 1871. Joseph Stalin with his son Vasily and daughter Svetlana, 1935. Judge Frank Caprio at the age of 7 with his father. Judge Caprio passed away yesterday after a recurrence of cancer. Marcus Wayne Cheneau Jr., who killed the mother of Martin Luther King Jr. at a Sunday service in Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta in 1974. Metal door on the back of the Sphinx, Egypt, 1980s. Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, last Shah of Iran, negotiating with Kurdish tribal leaders during the late 1940s. Notorious drug lord Pablo Escobar, standing in front of the White House. Photography of a gym in the Kingdom of Persia, 1920s. Police attempt to arrest Mike Tyson after he bites off a piece of Evander Holyfield's ear, Las Vegas, June 1997. Pope John Paul II and Philippine President Fidel Ramos during World Youth Day, Manila, 1995. Prime Minister of Italy, Benito Mussolini, with leader of British Union of Fascists, Oswald Mosley, 1936. Pro-Czechoslovakia rally in Madison Square Garden during the Sudetenland crisis, September 1938. Pro-independence demonstration organized in Stanleyville, Belgian Congo, 1960. Ronald Reagan wags his hands and makes faces at reporters attending a dinner for the White House News Photographers Association, May 1983. Soviet-Russian delegation at a tea break with Turkish leaders, Afyonkarahisar, March 1922. Soviet soldiers raise the flag over the Reichstag, World War II, Berlin, May 1945. The execution photo of Ruhullah and his father Varka, Tehran, Qajar Persia, 1896. The Greenwich Village townhouse explosion occurred in New York City, United States, 1970. Members of an American leftist militant group were making bombs in the basement of 18 West 11th Street in the Greenwich Village neighborhood. The moment of the execution of Nicolae and Elena Ceausescu, December 1989, Romania. A prisoner bound to a tree before execution as townspeople gather, early 1900s, Europe. Tibetan monks surrender their weapons to Chinese soldiers after a failed uprising in 1959. Traumatized customers make a run on a liquor store the day before Prohibition in America begins, January 1920. Two women of the Irish Republican Army frisk a man against a wall with "Brits Out" graffiti, Belfast, 1970s. Two women sleeping on the fire escape to stay cool on a hot summer night, New York, 1948. U.S. Army anti-aircraft missiles mounted on launchers and aimed over the Florida Straits in Key West, Florida, October 1962.